like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month.
All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The toss right to Geis.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll go option to the short side. He gives it up. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
I got you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 37. Check 37.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. N'Keal Harry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, Haywood.
Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there out of Geis. 44 yards.
First down, Washington.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a run with Geis. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Right there, 56.
Hey, tight.
Kill.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Gore. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Get ready. Get ready.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 15. Check 15.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Geis on a handoff left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56.
Hey, Foxtrot.
56. Let's go, D.
Allen going to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin.
Missed.
He will not go down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This for his running back, McCoy. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now T.J. Yeldon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
61, matchbox lights.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Allen now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Man, I got you. Slam.
Hey, hold on.
Watch out. He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Watch the run. Mike's 56.
Hey, seam 6.
He can't hang.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's put him on the buses.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So out now come the Redskins. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This time, Haskins will look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
To throw on third down, Haskins. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, here's Love. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second and 10 now. Haskins letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 39. Hopkins' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go, Tackle, let's go. We got this.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, watch the slant.
A final shot before half for Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Bound to lose one. Mike, 56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And some room to roam now. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
319.
56. It's been a long day for you.
I'm 52.
56 to Mike, boy.
Hey, high 7.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Orbit.
56, right there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And all the way down to the 39. A big play here for Buffalo. 55 yards. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's complete. It's Gore. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Check. Crouch. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, this is Geis. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Washington.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 49.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Redskins on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the ground, Geis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Check. Fresno. Time up.
They'll hand it down to Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
56 to Mike.
On first down, Allen. Flushed out right. That is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Allen's throw is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, Delta.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Allen going to go on fourth down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
This is caught. Watkins. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run with Geis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The Washington ball carrier. The tackle made by Mike Hilton. A gain of 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
52. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Ball.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready. Pittsburgh. Come on, 49. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey, tight.
Hey, pick your game up. Mike 56, Mike.
Bravo.
Target. 56 to Mike.
On play action, Allen. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Alert. Hey, Alpha.
Allen now on first down. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Go.
56. You're not ready. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, wahoo!
56. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching